main aspect of it is I don't have to catch feelings for nobody. I could rotate y'all niggas how I want to, no strings attached. And that, for me, that's how I protect my feelings. So,
no, yeah, I definitely feel that. I think after my first relationship back in high school, like, you know, I always be like, fuck that relationship, but 17-year-old me was in love. 17-year-old me just knew she was in love. I'm not finna say that motherfucking name. And you bet not, bitch.
Bitch, if I'm asking who... Oh, yes. I remember him.
You know, I just...
Him?
He was a little slow.
Bitch, here we go. We doing this shit again?
I've only been gay for not even a whole year. Not that I haven't been gay.
You have
I just
haven't.
Right.
I haven't acted on those type of feelings.
She was a DL woman last week.
You know what I'm saying? I was a DL woman.
Girl.
But so back in high school, you know, this was my first love. This was my first all of that. So I just knew I was in love. But after we broke up, sis had to see what was out there.
How long y'all dated?
Like a year.
Okay, now you know what? You know, I remember the first day he came. That was fun. So funny. Yeah, yikes. He was a little in love though.
We're just gonna let that be. We're just gonna let that
y'all ain't fuck?
We just gonna let that be.
Oh, okay, we ain't talking about that.
Oh, never mind.
We just gonna let that
be.
Let it be.
Gonna let it be.
Okay.
Refer to my manager. That is Raven Janae Smith.
Oh my God.
Right. That's why I said let it be, girl, because you know how that go.
No, but definitely like after that relationship, and then that was like right after high school was finishing, so it was going off to college, and it was just like a whole new world. Like,
yeah.
You know, so I was just getting into my whole phase.
It is funny that you say your whole phase the trajectory of it started in high school, because I would say like that's me as well. I was very sheltered growing up, and for the longest time in my class in high school, I was probably one of the last virgins. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 17.
Me too.
Drake. And so I think being sheltered.
Why y'all always want these answers from me?
No, come on, we all sharing when we lost our virginity.
No. We said whole phase. Okay. We didn't talk about when we lost our virginity.
Oh my God, you embarrassed?
When did you lose your virginity?
Living your truth, sis.
Walk in it. Because guess what? I'm living my life like it's going.
No, y'all not going to talk about me. Okay. I lost my virginity at a very young age.
Okay, between like 13, 15?
We talking elementary 10, school or
okay,
pre-K?
Between 10 and 15. So we know it's not 13 because he said...
He lying. I think he's saying the nigga was 15.
So it gotta be like 11. He was like 11.
He might have been like 13.
And Drake was like 11.
Something like that. But yeah, I mean, but that's a whole nother story. Cause
we're not gonna get into it. We won't get into the story of losing virginities. We'll leave that.
But I don't really, I don't know if I've ever been in love. So I think in the gay world for men, it's a little different because it is much harder for us to find love, at least to me. And so, of course, the gay world is very hypersexualized. So everything is literally centered around sex. Everything is sex. That's all it is. Just sex, and more sex. So it's kind of difficult to you get to the point to, when I was younger, I did a lot of shit. Y'all know, because in high school, baby.
That whole face was...
My whole face was strong. You said Evans.
I said evidence.
Oh, I'm a girl. Don't try me like that. We definitely don't. Thank you.
You know, I think where you graduated from, Jones?
Jacksonville.
They got the same
during high school. Shout out class of 2012.
They got the
anyway,
same color.
Class of 2012
because we was an A school. I heard about y'all.
Girl,
we are
okay.
A school.
Let her know. Lachelles.
Girl, no, the sis. We were A school. I don't know what they're doing now.
Apopka's in A school.
It's not like it was a charter school.
It was not.
Alternative learning.
It was no.
They sent y'all there if y'all was bad as fuck.
Jacksonville.
The whole Duval is an alternative city.
Period.
That's what we
Girl, it's that motherfucking water.
So we dumped the trash of Florida into Duval.
Wow.
To the fuck.
Anyway.
Back to Drake Hoe Phase.
Thank you.
First of all, Drake was the one who taught me how to suck dick.
Really?
Whoa.
In a previous life.
Whoa.
When I was.
Oh, here we go. It's like we be having the backflashes.
You was like, you gotta open your mouth. You want to sit it in the
Oh my
bag
God.
because
Oh my
you
God.
don't
Oh my
want to
God.
put the teeth on it.
No, you just.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I
You
see
said
that?
you need to curl your lips over your teeth to give it cushion
And that
so
vein
your
that
teeth
go
don't
down
graze
the
their
middle right there.
penis.
Well, I've come up with a new technique, but of course it's irrelevant for you now, but still.
Irrelevant as fuck because
He's such
I don't
a
do that. I
head
don't
hunter.
even know what the dick look like.
Anyway, we some
But no.
head busters. We some head busters.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah, bustle.
We gonna knock it for the Lord. I hate y'all so much.
But it's funny because y'all, I felt like you probably were like you went into your sexuality earlier than I did.
I did.
And me, I was really delayed with it. Like I wasn't doing nothing. I was trying to appease my parents and shit.
Yeah.
So I think that was a trajectory of how I transitioned into my Hoe Phase because once I got on my own, I went buck wild.
Oh yes, you did, honey.
Once I got my A, I moved to Orlando, and that was it. It wasn't no curfew, no nothing. I was fucking. You hear me? I was fucking.
I think
I didn't even know her, and I heard her.
You a lie because Orlando
you know what
is
they be
not
like.
small.
You know what they be like. No, Tamara.
No, you know Tamara.
Tamara.
Yeah.
No, but I think like I said, after my first relationship, and then it was kind of just like that's when I just really started exploring like the whole concept of sex. Like I like this, I don't like that. You know, I didn't like uncircumcised penises. I found that out.
That is,
I found that out.
no problem with the men out there. There are, but it just don't work for me.
It's the
But
whole
there's levels. There's levels.
As long as you clean yourself.
No, there's
it's the
levels
turtleneck
because
for me. I just don't like it. I don't like all that pull.
It's very like tiring. It makes your
it
mouth
tastes like
very
rubber.
numb. It has a.
I ain't gonna get into
it
all
has a
that.
taste
Like
to
I
it.
just, I don't like no
Anyway.
penis now. just have to throw that in there. I don't like penis at all. As of
If y'all
As of
didn't
June
know,
23rd,
Taija is under an
2019.
NDA agreement at her house. So
I got a woman to go home
gotta
to.
go
I
back
can't
and
be
throw
talking
that out
about all
there.
this dick. I done messed around.
right, because I need you to be on the trip on Friday. That's Saturday. Thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying? Like I got somebody to go home.
But
to.
no, I don't think I don't know. At least for me, because I think I went into my sexuality very early, and I started to mess with boys very early on. I think once I got older, I kind of toned it down because I really don't have sex like y'all think I do. Like, and when I do have sex, it's with the same people. Sometimes new, you know. Oh, bitch, first of all, you're not gonna do me like that.
Bitch, side
Sometimes
eye.
new, but it's mostly the same people. And then I get into these phases to where it's like I could want dick like for weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I can want it, but then I get to the point. It's like I don't want it no more. Like I don't want it so bad to where I don't want you to talk to me, don't look at me, don't text me, don't do nothing. Like I would go through that for weeks to months and just go through that phase of I just don't want it because I'm tired of it. And I think even right now I'm in that phase. I was like, okay, I done had it. I don't really want it no more.
Can't relate. I'm about to get some after we done.
Oh my God.
So.
But so I think my whole phase, I feel like everyone, except if you're in a relationship, but if you're not, I feel like everyone goes, it's not really a whole phase anymore. It's just, fulfilling a sexual desire that sometimes arises at certain points, depending on how your emotions feel in certain times of days or months. I don't think it's a whole phase. I think it's just,
if somebody's single, they should be able to entertain as many people as they want to. As long as, you know, they being safe or being honest to those other people, like, you know,
set expectations, being upfront.
Yes, like just be upfront. Like, we not exclusive, so we either doing this or not. Is we fucking or not?
Right.
Because that's just what it is. I think everybody is entitled to it, and nobody should be bashed. But unfortunately, I feel like there is a double standard with being quote unquote a hoe, because
between men and women. Yeah.
Women, if she got 2 niggas and she's sleeping with both of them, and, you know, she ain't making no exclusiveness with any of these niggas, I feel like she should be able to go and fuck as many men as she please. As long as she ain't passing around no shit, she should be free to do that.
I agree.
But she a hoe.
I agree.
These niggas do it and, they the man.
Yep.
It's just, like, your nigga's gonna be dapping you up. It's locker room talk. You ran a train on that bitch. You fucked the neighborhood pussy. Exactly. And it's like, why are niggas allowed to be more promiscuous and it be seen as glorified versus women? We are breaking, like, shackles to where we can be liberated. We still got work to do, but we've come a very long way. And now bitches are out here showing they pussy on OnlyFans. They do not give a fuck what you niggas is saying. They're trying to get to their bag.
Rumming my coin.
And the shit that I do with my pussy, I always tell people that's between me and my gynecologist and God.
Period.
Okay, don't nobody need to know my body count. Don't nobody need to know my number. This pussy still got that grip. You would never fucking know that I be fucking off.
Girl, that pussy got no damn grip.
But your nigga said it got that grip.
Girl, anyway, loose. She got that loud. She got that loud. That
girl, bye. Girl, bye.
But
niggas like gay niggas.
Even when you looking at like celebrities and shit, like Future, a fucking hoe. Okay,
oh my God.
He got all these women. It's be giving them bitches all the same gifts, all the same birthday trip.
Yep.
But the moment, like for instance, like the moment Ari or anybody, like or Megan, or even Megan was like, you know, they 1 week, 1 month they with so and so, the next month they with so and so. Oh, she a hoe. She get around. But it's like, no,
it's just men have like so much leeway, so much advantages when it comes to sexuality and just being able to own their own, because they're men, they're macho, and that's what for the longest they've been, you know, supposed to do. And even so, Eric Benet tweeted today that theoretically a man can impregnate 4 women a day per year. That is 1,460 pregnancies.
That's so
and
crazy.
We're the ones that are on birth control. That sounds to me like science picked the wrong gender.
Hey, hold on now.
Yes, no, y'all niggas need to be on birth control.
Hold on.
Why we gotta be responsible for that?
And that's what it's saying. Our bodies are so objectified. The misogynistic views that we have as far as women, you just want to control our,
like, why are you controlling my uterus?
Right.
Why are you controlling
and that? Kind of ties back into abortion and how people want to control how women, you know, take care of their bodies and abortion. Even now, with the death of Ruth Ginsburg, they're talking about rolling back Roe versus Wade, you know, trying to have it to where women can't get abortions. So
I feel like,
and no, a couple of states did pass that. You know, it's going to be the southern states, but Alabama being one of them, it's always some shit going on there. I will never step foot in Alabama.
No, I have a story about
you're stupid as fuck if you go and fuck in Alabama.
I won't step foot, but
she like that football team, girl.
Roll Tide, roll.
Right.
They have a heartbeat bill. Basically, they passed last year. I don't know if y'all remember when all that controversy happened. Basically, it only takes 18 days for a fetus to develop a heartbeat. So generally you don't know that you're pregnant though until the 4th week in the pregnancy. So at this point, women are already pregnant. Fetus already has a heartbeat. They can't get an abortion, cannot terminate pregnancy. It's just tragic. And that's like something else I want to jump in. I didn't think I was going to talk about it. So tying back into how basically I transitioned into my whole phase. So like I said, I lost my virginity at 17 and I got pregnant at 18. Yes, that's really difficult for me to talk about.
That's news to me.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So we don't get into that on another episode.
I knew she was cheating on me. She want to have a baby with me. Girl,
leave her alone. Anyway, she's trying to have a real serious sentimental moment.
That's a real trigger for me. But so after that, for the longest time, I was so scared to have sex. I just thought every time I was fucking